outraged at the incredible level of potential and power that they can achieve, or that they did achieve. You see what I'm saying? And for some reason, just to rehash one more time, I'm so sorry about this, y'all, because I know this part gets boring. It makes you want to click away, but please don't. You're telling me that this level of potential that Frieza has is ridiculous, but for some reason, Dragon Ball GT Goku, you believe, is stronger than Dragon Ball Super Goku, but only Dragon Ball Super's gains are ridiculous. That's wild. I mean, if you gave a person like that the opportunity, he would squirm and say that it's just because of, the less amount of duration or time spent in Dragon Ball Super versus how long it took him in Dragon Ball GT. But clearly, he's admitting Dragon Ball Super is stronger.
But now it's like the whole Namek saga and all that shit shouldn't even fucking exist, because all Frieza had to do was whoop on his subordinate for a good 4 months and he would have achieved a new form.
I mean, if Frieza had the motivation at that point in time, a reason for him to want to get stronger, that he would be forced to do nothing but train to that extent, then yeah, it would have been a wrap. Okay, but luckily that wasn't the case. You see what I'm saying? You're talking in what ifs. What if Frieza would have managed to do this and this and that is stupid? Well, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, my nigga. I don't know what else to tell you. This is similar to saying, hey, what if they would have merged two Android 17s together in the Buu saga and did that instead of waiting as long? It's a fruitless premise anyway.
I'm talking about Golden Frieza. 4 months and now you're more powerful than Super Saiyan Blue. Until he gassed out.
Yeah.
Then this new, chapter in the manga, once again, I don't keep up with Super like that. But every now and then some bullshit pops up in my feed and I have to really fucking look at it. And then it forces me to go and look back into the show and into the manga to make sure I know what the fuck I'm talking about before I, rant.
Before you make an ass of yourself, which I think you've done several times.
And yeah, Black Frieza is real. It does fucking exist. It's the dumbest fucking shit ever.
Why? How is it any stupider than Golden Frieza was? He has the ability to transform his body. He trained for 10 years this time. In a room of spirit and time.
Frieza's forms were like, weird, terrifying, abnormal and shit when he had the horns, and then he looked like a xenomorph at that one point.
And then his last transformation brought him down to fourth form, and it didn't have all of those, and it kind of threw everybody in a loop. And they was kind of like, well, this kind of looks tame compared to the others, but hey. Okay, so at this point, you're complaining about something that happened in Z and has been that way since.
And all this shit. Now he's just palette swapping. Not even a good palette swap. I mean, that's what the Saiyans are doing too. They're just palette swapping now. It's just Super Saiyan with blue hair, base form with red hair.
My nigga, the entire Super Saiyan 4 design came from that look in Goku's eye when he was transforming into Super Saiyan 3. And it was the brown variation. If you ever picked variation 2 on Super Saiyan 4 Goku on one of the Budokai Tenkaichis, they bring in that brown fur. It was exactly that design. Super Saiyan 4 is nothing but a color change, a color swap to that literal design.
Shit is not creative and the shit is fucking stupid. Actually, no, I don't even want them to fucking, do anything with Super Saiyan 4, because after Dragon Ball Heroes and what they did to Super Saiyan 4 and the whole mixing with now I don't even want them fucking touching Super Saiyan 4, because they already fucking ruined it in Heroes.
Once again, this is him not understanding that, and this was before Daima, so he has absolutely no idea that Daima's popping out, and they're taking that from him too. Okay, so all that complaining, you set yourself up for all this. This helps me showcase just how bad it was, just why I laughed so hard when people were met with this, unfortunate conclusion to the war that they started against Dragon Ball Super. Nigga, you found out. It didn't take much time, but you found out. Now he's saying he didn't want them to touch Super Saiyan 4 mainly because of they would just ruin it, right? They brought Super Saiyan 4 back to the crib and they ruined it. Okay, they ruined his butt. Okay, Super Saiyan 4 butt. Check this out.
Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4, even though Super Saiyan 4 was a form that already broke limits.
No, it wasn't. And that's the reason why look, something can be described as a transformation in general can be described as an ability to break limits, but they didn't define that in there as, hey, this isn't a multiplier, it just breaks limits. That's what y'all said based on the wording of what it said in the guides, but clearly that's not the case. Okay, clearly that's not the case. I also want to let you know that Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super Heroes, is just as valid as Dragon Ball GT. Neither of them are canon. Okay, so Dragon Ball Super Heroes has just as much right to dictate what it wants about Super Saiyan 4 is, but at the same time, though, its premise clearly lets it be known, right? They give it God Key. Okay, they give it God. This is why we have to be thankful for the canon. Luckily, we don't have to give a damn about superheroes or GT. The canon already told us, and by using a stronger variation of Super Saiyan 4, the one that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta had, right? It's great because you're looking at all of this happen. You're getting mad at everything except Dragon Ball GT, and it's showing that the one irrational person in the room is you, the Dragon Ball GT fan who thinks that GT is the best.
Oh, you're breaking already broken limits. Wow.
Is that how it was described? Absolutely not. As you see, God Key breaks limits. Let me explain something to you. God Key is the concept of breaking your current limits and going ridiculously beyond. And they have conveyed that so damn hard that you should be ashamed of yourself for acting like you can't see it.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
And this ain't about who's more powerful, which I still think GT outclasses Super.
Damn! How? We already, in your last video, you said that GT Goku managed to shake hell itself. However, you tried to make the point that when Goku was about to clash and destroy the universe, by the way, it's not a shared feat. Beerus has been proven to have way beyond that level of power, and he has the control for it. You even seen him tap a table, destroy half the planet without destroying the table or anything he didn't want to destroy. Completely symmetrically destroyed the bottom half of the planet. He has total control of his powers, all right? And he's been proven to be way stronger than even what MUI Goku is. So, no, he wasn't going to accidentally destroy the universe in a single throw of his punch because he has control of that power, and Omni Kings will get on his ass. That's not like him fighting Champa, and even so, you know what I'm saying? So no, that was Goku's inability to control his punch. That's the reason why as soon as Goku figured it out, it stopped happening, right? So it wasn't a shared feat. That's all. It was just Goku. Okay, and then his base form level catches up to that power, and then he can still continue to go Super Saiyan God, which is a multiplier on top. He trains with Vegeta, he goes in the room of Spirit and Time, he trains with Whis, he goes into the realm that Beerus is training in, which is an enhanced version of the Spirit and Time. He transforms again, he applies Kaioken on top of it, so you don't have anything. Your character was not shown growing from arc to arc. He got Super Saiyan 4, and that was about it. They did not show or showcase his progress the way that Goku has. Goku has challenged opponents, gone back and fought the opponents again just to measure up how well he has done this time. He has crossed leaps and bounds. Okay, and your Dragon Ball GT Goku isn't shown to develop at all, aside from getting his tail pulled out but he was struggling to use instant transmission. Okay, he was struggling. Check this out.
Believe me on that.
He does not have the ability to punch. Look, listen, let me not forget this. Elder Kai said that they were all going to be destroyed. Elder Kai was in the afterlife. That means that Goku was going to destroy the universe and the afterlife. When Omni Kings were going to destroy the universe, they said everybody was going to Kai's too. That meant the afterlife was going too. So his entire argument that the afterlife isn't included and they were only talking about the living universe, anytime they say the universe, they're talking about the living universe, cap. He also tried to downplay the universe. He said the universe isn't infinite. It's more than Dragon Ball GT Goku has ever been able to destroy in a single punch or in a single attack. So check this out.
Based on the power scaling and the feats I've seen, Super is bullshit as it is. It makes no fucking. It makes sense for Goku as a, in base form in his kid body to be breaking infinite dimensions and shit in GT. But that's just because he trained for years with Oob, and he's also been perfecting his own abilities. And then,
no, don't you dare. Goku started training with Vegeta. Goku started training under Whis. Goku was training with Vegeta in the Room of Spirit and Time. He only had a little bit of time left in the Room of Spirit and Time in Dragon Ball GT. They enhanced the Room of Spirit and Time to stay in longer and wipe the slate clean. He then goes into the realm that Beerus is training in multiple times, staying in so long they nearly starved. Okay, ate all of the food that he had in there and still nearly starved. Applies Kaioken onto his body, trained and did all sorts of transformations. What are you talking about? You're capped out. There's absolutely, your Dragon Ball GT Goku never even, and it's canonized, it's in the canonical that Goku and Vegeta training together ascend each other beyond their limits. Okay, so this is a massively valuable factor that they have in Dragon Ball Super that you don't have. You don't have elements of training. You don't. Dragon Ball GT was not talking about training. You've got that one scene with Oob, and that's all you have. You don't have nothing. You know how many times they were shown training, they talk about their training, they realistically develop into their training between talking about control and everything that they've managed to do. But Dragon Ball GT don't do that.